is already causing issues in Florida. Hurricane Helene is already causing issues in Florida as the storm's outer bands hit our state. Here you can see the storm surges and flooding already building up in Cedar Key.
Here's another look at a beach in Naples where intense waves and dark clouds are rolling in.
We interrupt your regular programming to bring you updates on Hurricane Helene.
Helene is gaining strength in the Gulf of Mexico and is forecast to make landfall later today as a major storm.
Let's get over to UF forecaster Matthew Clark with the latest advisory out by the National Hurricane Center.
The latest advisory came out at 2 p.m. and it is now a strong Category 2 hurricane with winds at 110 miles per hour, which is just 5 miles per hour shy of a Category 3. Expected to become a Category 3 by the 5 p.m. advisory, reaching speeds up to 120 miles per hour. Quickly moving out of our area, though, on Friday morning as a tropical storm and moving off into the north-northwest. Visible satellite of this storm is very impressive right now. Tight circulation around the eye. You can pretty much see the eye right now. It's 195 miles southwest of Tampa Bay right now. Seeing all these waves and storm surge coming up in this area. It's going to only get worse as time goes on. Moisture also very impressive right now. Here's our storm right here. There's also a cold front which is bringing in all this drier air to the west, and it's going to act as a steering mechanism for the storm. It's going to push us into the Big Bend region. It's going to kind of integrate with that cold front as it weakens into a tropical storm. Tropical storm warning to the east of 75 and a hurricane warning, to the west of 75. Can expect hurricane force winds over to the west of 75 and tropical storm force winds over to the east. Tornado watch for pretty much the entire state of Florida for our region. Could see those spin up tornadoes reaching EF1, EF2 strength. These are fast moving tornadoes. We'll be on air if they do have some tornado warnings. Can already see some over in Apalachicola by Alpha, not our area right now, but we'll keep you posted on tornado watches. Wind gusts also going to be a main issue. Going to start seeing these wind gusts as we head into Thursday evening, reaching wind gusts up into hurricane strength winds. These are kind of lower end numbers just because this eye wall is like several hundred miles to our west. Going to be a very impressive storm by the time it makes landfall. Still have time to prepare though. Counting down the hours until landfall. Wind gusts going to start to subside as we head into early Friday morning. Bringing it back home right now, though, overlooking campus. Get a little bit of sunshine, but these overhead clouds from the storm are impacting our area. Winds also starting to pick up, and with the temperature being at 84 degrees, very humid and muggy day out right now, those winds are going to start to pick up as we head over into the later hours. Right now, rainfall totals for the next 3 days, not going to expect to see a lot of rain from this storm just because of its fast-moving nature. Can see 7 inches over in Apalachicola. We do have a slight scattered risk all throughout the state because of these spin-up tornadoes I was talking about a little earlier. Do have a moderate risk up in Jacksonville, up through Savannah. For the most part, these rain bands is what's going to bring these spin-up tornadoes. Don't got much going on in our area right now. We're going to start to see those rain bands as we head into the later night hours, kind of around 6, 7 o'clock is when we're going to start to see those rain bands starting to impact our area. Storm eye is going to be about 100 miles actually off the west coast of Florida right there. And as we head into Thursday night and into early Friday morning, a couple feet of rain bands going to come through our area, but the weather's going to become much nicer as we head into Friday. Storm surge, also the main issue with this storm, 15 to 20 feet likely in the Big Bend region as it's starting to make landfall. And you can picture with that counterclockwise wind circulation around the storm, it's just going to be bringing all this water into this area. Very life-threatening storm surge. Still do have time. Can already start to see Cedar Key starting to flood, but just make sure you're staying covered with us. Stay informed. Florida Storm app is your way to go. We'll keep you updated and stay here.
Levy County officials are urging residents in vulnerable areas to evacuate as soon as possible. Those living in mobile and manufactured homes, coastal communities, and low-lying areas throughout the county should safely evacuate, as weather conditions are projected to become severe and emergency services might not be able to respond during the storm.
Alachua County officials expect that residents will start feeling Helene's effects in the next few hours. County leadership wants homeowners to stay inside and keep this safety information in mind during this time. These adverse weather conditions will
but for
continue.
folks who are staying at home, it's just really important to maintain an awareness. One of our threats throughout this hurricane will be tornadoes. So if there is a tornado in your area, you will likely receive a wireless emergency alert letting you know that there's a tornado warning. So it's really important if you receive one of those alerts that you go to an interior space in your home away from windows. just to hunker down until the threat has passed.
Off the roads, even after the storm has passed. The streets will possibly have debris that needs to be cleared before cars can safely make it through.
Some Floridians are complaining about price gouging related to gas, water, and hotel rooms. That's according to the Attorney General's office. Earlier this week, Ashley Moody activated the price gouging hotline ahead of Hurricane Helene. Under Florida law, businesses may not drastically increase the prices on essential items during a declared state of emergency. Moody says businesses caught overcharging customers may face fines.
If those prices are jacked up, we need you to let us know. We've already stopped some of these price increases in real time. That lets everybody get the supplies they need and be able to afford them.
Consumers who feel prices on essential items have been drastically increased in the past few days can contact the price gouging hotline at 1-866-9-NO-SCAM.
We like to make sure all of our listeners are up to date with the latest information. Now we turn to Report for America with reporter Rose Schnabel with an update on Hurricane Helene for our Spanish viewers.
Florida ya está empezando a sentir los efectos del huracán Helene. En los condados de Levy y Dixie se ha emitido una orden de evacuación para todos los residentes que viven en zonas costeras o bajas y casas rodantes. El condado Gilchrist, por su parte, también emitió una orden de evacuación para zonas inundables. Aquí en el condado de Alachua se ha emitido una orden de tornado. Los residentes deben identificar un lugar dentro de sus casas sin ventanas donde puedan refugiarse si las condiciones empeoran. Se espera que los impactos del huracán Helene se sientan en Alachua alrededor de las 6 de la tarde. Las ráfagas de viento en nuestra zona podrían alcanzar hasta 73 millas por hora. También es posible que se produzcan cortes de energía. La directora del manejo de emergencias del condado, Jan Grice, avisa que los generadores se deben colocar en áreas bien ventiladas, no en el garaje, y al menos a 20 pies de la casa.
A Martin County family is now safe after a tree came crashing through their roof. Martin County Sheriff's Office deputies nearby arrived on time to help the residents out of the bedroom where the tree fell through. One adult and 2 children were partially trapped under a large tree. No one was hurt. However, the family of 4 is now displaced as the damages to the house are severe. The fire rescue says they are working to ensure the family's safety for tonight.
We'll be back here for First at 5 with more advisory updates for you. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming.